Hey, Tubies! Whoo! It's Psychic Bob. Well, welcome to Tuesday. So good to see all of you here. Yay! I hope my broadcast is going out. It says it's live. Oh my gosh, it looks like we got a lot of people gathering over here in the chat. Let's see, we got Gav Hines is here. Hey, Gav, good to see you. Kathy Private's here. Yay. Steph Phantom is here. Hello, Steph. Good to see you. You can see me now? Yay, okay. Sonia Testerman's here. Yay, Dasha is here. I love that name. That's pretty Dasha. Welcome, welcome. Well, it's so good to be back with you guys. Well, we're doing messages from the spirit world a little later today. Hey, Angie Clevenger, good to see you. Amanda Martin's here. Darla Bungar's here. B. LeClaire's here. MJS Breezy's here. Wow, all right. Well, we're having to do this tonight a little later than we normally do. Normally, we do this on Tuesday at noon. But this week, all of our broadcasts, our live shows are going to be in the evening because, honestly, I am booked up with private readings. Now, I'm still taking reading requests for the next few weeks, but I'm already getting filled up for the month of December. So I want to say thank you to all of you who are calling for private readings. If you would like to get on my schedule for this month, you need to call as soon as possible because, as I said, we're getting really full, and I'd love to get you in. So the best way to reach me if you want to get on my list for a private reading is call me at my office number, 703. Write this down. In fact, I'll put it in the chat here. Hold on just a second. 703-825-3929. That's my office line. Oops, hope there it is. It's in the chat. Hopefully you can see that. Give me a call if you want to get on my schedule. Now, a lot of you have been calling also buying readings for people. You can also buy a reading as a Christmas gift, Hanukkah gift, Yule gift, holiday gift, Kwanzaa gift, whatever type of gift you want. But do give me a call and we'll set that up and organize that for the person you want to gift. Now, also you may notice tonight, I don't know if you're seeing it, but right below the broadcast there's a little stream. This is something new that StreamYard has added. Do you guys see a little, like a ticker tape running across the screen? I don't know if you guys see it. Well, anyways, I hope you see it. It says, need a holiday gift. Get Psychic Bob's compact voice reading today at PsychicBob.com. Compact voice reading is a new reading that I'm offering. Good. Lady G sees it. Thank you, Lady G. This is an option as well. There are two types of readings I do. One is the full hour reading, which is you and me one-on-one in person. We do that by telephone or by Skype. And I sit down and I do face-to-face reading with you. So that's a full hour. And we cover everything: past, present, future, spirit guides, messages from deceased loved ones, all of that. And then if you don't want to do that, or maybe you don't, can't afford that, or you want to give somebody a little gift of psychic help, but maybe they don't want a full hour, you don't want to buy a full hour, also do a compact voice reading. And a number of you have been reaching out and having those. And compact voice reading is a smaller reading, it's a mini reading, but what it is that people are able to email me 3 questions. And then I take those questions and I do an actual reading and I record it on an audio file. And then I email that back to that person, whoever requests it. And so it's a great way because you get a private reading from me. It's shorter than an hour, but you will get exactly what you want. Now, the compact voice reading, as I said, is shorter, but I do give a good thorough amount of information on the questions. And those of you who have had it with me have seemed to really enjoy it. So the price for the compact voice reading is $80. Now, as many of you know who've been following me, we're having a weekly drawing. So from now till New Year's, I'm giving away 1 compact voice reading for free a week. And we're going to draw that on Sunday. What you want to do to get in that contest is on Saturday, go to my video on Saturday, which is our seance video. And on Saturday, this upcoming Saturday, post a comment that you want to be entered in the drawing. And any comments you want about the video as well. But everybody posts a comment on Saturday's reading will be eligible to be entered. And what we do is on Sunday, we're going to put all the names in the magic hat here and draw them. This is last week, so I got to clear them out. But we're going to add new names to that. And if you, if you put in your name, you will be eligible. So last week we had Justice 777 win, and she contacted me, and we're going to be doing that for her. So, anyways, there's a lot of ways to connect with me, and I'm just glad you're here. Spencer hi Spencer says, I like to be in the drawing. Okay, well, you need to come Saturday on the video, this upcoming Saturday, and post your name, your entry. Okay. So that's what we're doing. So anyways, because it's holiday time, I'm getting a lot of requests about readings, and I love to read, but you do need to contact me as soon as possible if you want to get in, for the month of December. Okay. So now, that being said, another freebie that I'm giving away, besides a free compact voice reading each week, is I give away a free artwork each week, a free art print. So this week's picture, for those of you who haven't been here, this is my newest painting. This is an original painting by me. It's on canvas. And this is called Sunrise on Neptune. And this is available in a print download, a free print that you can get at my website at PsychicBob.com. So go to my website and you scroll down through, you'll see it'll say PsychicBob's new artwork. And you can get a free print copy. Now, this is a great idea also for a gift for somebody. If you have a friend who just loves modern art, you could get this print, frame it, and make a lovely gift for somebody. And, these are limited edition because I'm only keeping it up till Saturday. So every Sunday, a new art print goes up. So next Sunday, there'll be something new and you won't be able to get this. So if you like this, get it now because it's only up till Saturday, okay? Bovana Lake says, I wish you would sell them. Do you mean sell original paintings? Eventually I will. I just haven't had time to organize that, Bovana. But thank you so much. I will start selling original paintings. Probably will be in January. We're going to look at that. I'm working on some new shop options and things. Speaking of New Year's, we're going to have a lot of new stuff here in the new year. We'll get more into that in the coming weeks. But hopefully I'm going to have an expanded store with Psychic Bob merchandise, including my artworks, t-shirts, different things like that. And we're going to try to get going a class that you can join for psychic development. And so we'll have information on that as well. So a lot going on here. Now, before that, there's even something more important. Be here at Spirit Channel on December 31st, New Year's Eve, because at 8 p.m. Eastern U.S. time, we will be broadcasting my annual predictions. That's right. Everything that Psychic Bob's seeing in 2020, we're going to talk about it all. The economy, we're talking about jobs, we're going to talk about celebrities, we're going to talk about world events, we're going to talk about aliens, we're going to talk about everything. So you don't want to miss that. It's a big event. It's usually like my biggest video of the year, A lot of people have the tradition of putting me on at Christmas parties. I'm getting more and more letters every year. People saying, we had you on the big screen TV at our big party and everybody watched. So, make it part of your holiday. If you enjoy me and my work, you can celebrate on New Year's Eve with Psychic Bob live with my annual predictions. So, yes, hi, B. LeClaire. B. LeClaire says she's looking forward to psychic development class. Thank you. I'm looking forward to doing that. We're going to have that, and I'm going to make it, affordable for people. I am going to have to charge for that class, but I'm going to keep it at a low cost so that a lot of people can come, okay? Because I'm going to probably, it looks like what I'm doing, I'm going to have to buy some broadcast airtime, basically, through a platform to be able to manage that class. And so, but we'll be having more on that, okay? So definitely, all right. Yay, Kathy Private said she's going to be at the December 31st event. Yay. Spencer Hale says, how can you sell original paintings? I'd like to do that myself, Bob. Well, I'm working on how to do that. So I'll let you know how I do that. I think it's great that we have this modern, internet where people can get their message out to so many, and I'm just glad you guys are here. Guys, can you hold on just a second? I just realized I left my water across the room and I need to go get some water. So I'll be right back with you, okay? Just hang here for a second. All right. Whew. I'm thirsty today. I've been talking all day long doing readings. So thank you to all you've been coming out to private readings. We've been having such a good time. Well, you know, tonight is messages from the spirit world. We're going to do that in just a minute here. But by the way, because y'all are always asking about my jewelry, let me show you what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing one of my Thor hammer pendants. Isn't that cool? This is made of pewter, and it says Mjolnir in runes. It means hammer. It's Thor's hammer. So I'm wearing that because today I'm wearing my Thor shirt. Yay, mighty Thor. I love Thor. He's one of my gods. So I'm wearing the Thor's hammer, and I'm just enjoying the Thor energy today. So I'm so glad you guys are here. Well, Gav Hines says, Bob, my little 5-year-old boy said earlier that he's seen my mom at my granddaughter's party. She was having a drink. She died in 2006. I said, how do you know? How do you know? He recognized her picture from my cupboard. See, Gav, this is the thing. You know, your mom does come around, and that was a real sighting. You know, children are very psychic, especially in your family. But children tend to be very psychic. So I think that's wonderful. So yeah, I can confirm that. Isn't that wonderful? Well, before we get into all the questions, let's do a little meditation, shall we? So everybody take your hands off your keyboards for a minute. I want you just to settle down, okay? And we're going to just close our eyes for a moment. And as we close our eyes, let's take a deep breath. Let go all the tensions of the day. And let's enter into that place of silence and peace within. And I want you to visualize right above the top of your head a beautiful ball of shining white light. And I want you to see this bright light now. See it descending and let it enter through the top of your head. And as that beautiful ball of light enters you, feel it release all tension and all anxiety. And as that light expands through your body, let it bring soothing and healing and peaceful energies. So let that light flow down through your face, down through the back of your head. Feel it releasing tension in the muscles of the face and the jaw, the back of the neck. Let it move down into the throat. Let that light flow down into the shoulders now, healing and soothing as it goes. Let that amazing light flow down each arm. It's like waterfalls of light flowing down to the hands and fingers. Let that light move down through your shoulder blades, down to your lower back. Let it move all down from the chest into the stomach now. See and feel the soothing light as it wraps around you like a blanket of silk, soft and nurturing. And let that amazing light flow down through the hips, down through the thighs, down to the knees. Let that beautiful light flow through you and let it continue to bring in peace, balance, and healing. Let the light move down to the shins and calves now, down to the ankles, and finally all the way down to the feet and toes. Now, as you look within, try to see and know and realize that you are now filled with this amazing and divine light from the top of your head all the way down to your feet. Remember that in this light there is no fear. There is only peace, love, joy, and acceptance. This light is your connection to your higher self, and it's your connection to your higher source. Now I'm going to be silent for just a brief moment, and during this silence, let's keep our eyes closed. Let's stay within, and let's see and feel that amazing light. So now I'm going to be silent just for a moment while we do this. Very good. Now, we've been working in our spirit body, and let's come back to the physical body. So let's move our feet a little bit. Let's move our hands and fingers. Take some deep breaths, get the lungs working. Exhale. And when you're ready, you can come on back. And when you return, you're going to be alert, be refreshed, and hopefully be feeling good. And when you're back and ready, you can open your eyes and you'll be fully present. And when you're back and ready, just let me know. All right, are we all coming back? Wonderful. All right, hold on a second. I just had a question. It flew by. Okay. Enchanting Moon. What do you sense for the winter solstice? Interesting. I think that for the winter solstice this year, it's going to be a time of magical energy. I think for you, Enchanting Moon, this is a time of true awakening. I feel like the solstice gives you a lot of power that's going to continue into the first quarter of next year. So you know how sometimes we think of the solstice as like a day. Well, for you, it's kind of like a whole quarter celebration. So I want you to embrace that vibration of the new birth of the Sun Lord. Take that power into you, let it illuminate you, because you're definitely moving into a time of greater opportunity and greater growth. Okay. And I think for the rest of us as well, we can also claim that solstice energy. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know about the solstice, you might want to read up on the Sun Lord. Okay. And read about the solstice. Every Wiccan book has usually an entry on the solstice. Okay. So anyways, yes, for you, Enchanting Moon, I think it's a much better time. I also get financial blessing coming for you. I felt first quarter opens up new career opportunities for you. So be open to literally like being invited into kind of a new working environment, new situation. I feel like somebody wants to recruit you to work with them. And if you have that, I think you should definitely do that. Okay. So take that solstice power and be blessed. Thank you so much. All right, Judy Bell Gogo. Hello, Judy. Good to see you, dear. Bob, does my mother have any messages for me? She passed in July. Let me see. Hold on just a second. Fletcher, can you get her mother back there? Okay. Hold on, Judy. It looks like Doris is going to help us with this. You know my guide, Doris Stokes. I love her. She helps me so much. Hi, Doris. Yeah, can you see if you can get her mother over here? Okay. Hold on just a second. I think she's already been back there. Hello, I can hear a voice coming. I think I got your mom, Judy. I'm getting a woman here, and she says to me, this is terrible to say, but she's laughing. Now she said, who cares that I died? Now, Judy, I don't mean to make light of her death, but she herself is coming through with like almost a joke about this. And she said, she said, I got a little dizzy. And she said, all I remember is that I was dizzy and boom, she said, I was in this most beautiful garden. And she wants you to know, she says, please tell my daughter, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to leave the way I did. She said, it just, the whole body shut down. It looks like there was an issue around it, like either an aneurysm or a blood clot, because I'm getting pressure in the head here around her. And she said, it's like she got dizzy suddenly. She said, then she was just there. So she wants you to know, she said, I didn't suffer. I felt a little lightheaded. And she said that I was a bit disoriented when I first got here. But she said, she said, if that's death, she said, oh, that was nothing. That was a breeze. And so she wants you to know, she said, I'm not suffering. And she said to tell you she loves you. She also asked me to tell you, she said, I know it's hard right now because it's the holiday season. She said, but let her know, she said, that I'm going to be there with her. What's interesting is she's showing me 3 different items. One is a Christmas tree that's got lights on it, and another is a menorah. It's like a Hanukkah menorah. And then she has a third thing, which is a giant candle. It's like a silver candle with a bright flame. And she says, over here, she said, we celebrate the light. And so she wants you to know, she said, whatever light you celebrate, she said, it's from the divine. And she said, I love it here because I'm celebrating. I'm free of that body. And she said, please let you know she loves you. She's asking me to send greetings also. She's talking about a sister. I don't know if it's your sister or her sister, but there's a sister as well. I heard she said, and the sister as well. So she's sending greetings over to her sister. I'm not getting that clearly, but she is here. She's in the light, and she said she's celebrating light. And she said she'll be with you. And she said, I've been visiting her. She said, but it's been hard for her because to feel me. And she said, tell you, she said, Judy, darling, she said, it'll get easier. Trust me, you're going to get through this. And she says, over here, I'm able to see you much easier than you see me. So she said, I don't grieve like you do. I'm sad that I'm not there with you, but I'm able to look in and be present when I want. So she is visiting you and she sends love. Thank you so much. All right. Blessings to you. She's stepping back. Thank you. All right. Next question. Michael Ontiveros. Bob, how are you? Just wanted to know if I'm going to be successful running my own business, or what am I supposed to be doing in life to succeed financially? Please guide me on the right path. Hi, Michael. You know, Michael, I have to tell you, as I'm stepping into your frequency today, you have around you a lot of blue and silver and white light. These are colors of success. And the blue light tells me that you're opening to your higher self, your path, and your vision. So I feel like, Spirit is giving you ideas. And I want you to know you can trust it because it's coming from the higher place. You have a lot of white and silver, which definitely tell me that this transition in the career is imminent. I feel like literally the new year, it's like new year, new beginning. So it's not an issue of waiting 10 years to start a business. You should run your own business. You definitely have a leadership theme, but you also have a communicator life theme, which means that you're very good at talking to people. I feel like in terms of what you should be doing, you should be doing on something that influences people. Like you'd be very good at doing life coaching work or teaching seminars, like where you're leading groups of people. I think you have a real sense for money, and you'd be very good at helping people do investments as well, like doing brokerage work or something where you're interacting with people and helping them to move ahead financially. So any of these areas really would be good for you. I keep feeling like, in the new year, there may come up some issue around licenses or education. So you may want to do some research, for example, on life coaching or getting like brokerage license, anything like that is where I really see you being successful. The thing that I do have to caution you against, Michael, is do not just go get a normal 9-to-5 job. I think if you just went and worked in a law firm, as a legal clerk or even as a lawyer, that would be a struggle for you. I think it's got to be your own business. And I feel like financial advising would be good for you, financial investment, brokerage, even real estate. That's a form of brokerage as well. I think you're really good with people and putting yourself out there and interacting with the public and helping people to achieve their dreams and goals is where your gifts lie. So you have to kind of think about this from the place of where am I helping others, not just about making money for yourself. It's got to be about helping others improve their lives, and that's where your success will be. Anyways, I hope that gives you a little insight, but 2020 is really a year of success for you. Get it going, start it. Okay. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Gav Hines says, thanks, Bob. Your message made me feel warm and happy. Well, Gav, thank you for sharing that. I just love it when I hear about, people coming from the other side. I love that. Isn't that wonderful? All right. Amy, 2572. Question, Bob, what do you see for love? Amy, I think right now, your soul, you've got pink light around you. It's a clear, bright pink, which to me means you're ready to start into relationship. And I think like in terms of timing, it's funny. I keep feeling like literally the end of this month, you can meet somebody. Now, I know a lot of people hate it when I say it, but I would like you to explore online dating. Normally, I'm not a big fan of that, but I feel like because of your vibration, you're going to really draw people to you very quickly now. And I think that you'll be able to make a connection around the end of this month. In terms of like, like I think that will open up dating. It probably won't be till like February or March until you're in what I would say a real stable relationship. But I feel that that energy starts now. And if you put yourself out there, you make a connection. Okay. I do see a relationship around you in 2020. I'll tell you, as I said, you may start dating by the end, literally by the end of this month. So you may have a date for New Year's Eve if you want that. Okay. But I'll say in terms of, don't rush it, get to know people, have a little dating, but I do think you'll move into what I consider a stable, loving, and committed relationship, a little later. Okay. So close to end of February. All right. Hope that helps, Sarah. Blessings to you. Hey, Jessica Henthorne. She says, hey, Bob. All right. Hold on a second. Delta Harless. Hey, Bob. Can you tell me if I'm on the right path in life? Your friend Delta. Delta, when I step into your energy, I'm getting a lot of orange light around you. This is creative light. This is artistic light. So I feel like anything that you're doing that's creative and artistic is really your path. I think you've really got to avoid a normal, and I don't say this to sound negative, but I think a normal office job would just drive you insane. I think you need to be working in the arts, whether that's acting, drama, painting, photography, theater, anything artistic is really where your power is. I also feel that you're very psychic as well. And I think doing like life coaching or spiritual consultation work is also an area for you. Channeling, I think you're a natural channel. I always say artists and psychics really run a fine line because they're both channels. So whether you take that into spiritual communications or into artistic, to me, it's like they're very close. So that's the area I see you in. I hope that makes sense to you, darling. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. All right, we're rolling down through here. Okay, hold on just a second. Bob. Spencer Hale, good to see you, Bob. Question, I'd really like to know what messages do you have from my grandfather on my father's side? Do you know why people are staring at me? It's weird. Blessings. Well, Spencer, when people start staring at you, that's a good thing. Don't take that as a scary thing. It means they're drawn to your light. So you have a lot of light around you. And what that means psychically is you're at a place of growth and transition. Let me see if I can find anything on your grandfather here. Hold on just a second. Doris, are you back there? Do you have anything? Hold on a second. Doris, who is grandfather through? Hold on just a second, Spencer. It takes me a few minutes sometimes because they have to get up to the screen. It's like the veil. There's like a screen or a veil. I call it a veil, but between the worlds. Until they approach that, I can't connect. Okay, I'm getting a voice here. It's kind of faint, but I do think this is your grandfather. He said, yes, I'm here. And he's asking me to tell you that he said he's over in the light. He says, I made it over. And he says, I'm at peace. He wants you to know that he's helping you now. He said you're at a transition point. And he says, tell Spencer, don't be afraid to take some big steps here. He keeps showing me the months of January and February. And he said, these are growth opportunities for you. So it looks like there's some issues here around stepping forward. I'm getting the word education from him. He's literally holding up books here for you. So I feel like there may be some further learning or going to school or back to school, but there's some sort of education thing. And he said, I'm getting him back in school. So I do think there's going to be advancement, particularly in the career area, but he's here. He says that he's not having, any problems anymore. It looks like towards the end of his life here, that he was like, suddenly it's like his body almost got really weak. And what's weird is I feel like inside his body, it was like some blood flow issues, like circulation. I'm getting heart, I'm getting breathing, I'm getting blood sugar. It's like literally everything went out of whack at the time of his crossing. He says, I'm not having that anymore. He said, I am free. And he said, look at me, don't I look young? And he does. He looks very young. Like, I wouldn't initially peg him as your grandfather, but he said over here, he said, I've rejuvenated my body. So his body was pretty weak at the end, and he's not having that. But he's with you, and he wants me to tell you that he said he is helping you to get things going. He says, go ahead and take some big steps. He said, you've got, the words he says, put on your boots, your big man boots. So he's with you, and this next year is going to get you moving forward, particularly in the career area, okay? So yeah, he's with you and sending his blessings. Hope that helps. Thank you so very much. All right, Stranger Things 1. Bob, any messages from the goddess Hecate? I have seen keys. Okay. Fletcher, is she there? Okay, hold on. Yes, you are being guided by Hecate. Okay, I hear her voice. She's coming. Wow, when she comes, it's like booming in my ear. You know, gods are very powerful. It's a little intense. She said, yes, she says to take, she invites you to take her keys. So she's the one who's putting keys around you. And she said she's going to send 3 more keys to you in the next month. And she said these keys will be a further confirmation that I have heard your call. So you've been invoking her, and she's been hearing it, and she's working with you. And she said she'll give you 3 more keys. Okay. So there she is. She's with you. Blessings to you. I hope that helps. Thank you so much. All right. Davy Jan. Hi, Davy Jan. I can't see through my glasses here. Hold on. I keep touching my glasses and smudging my fingerprints all over them. Davy Jan, question. I'm doing the meditation every night at 2200. What time is that? That's like 11 p.m., 10 p.m. And I still haven't connected to the star people. I asked them if I'm doing something wrong, please. Have a blessed day, and thank you very much. Yeah, David Jim, one of the things that you want to do is, I just want to ask you, are you, well, it sounds like you are being consistent, but if you're not getting anything, just stick with it, because what happens with these things is many times they'll just break through. I'm hearing a number of voices back here that are Pleiadians, and they said that they are trying to break through to you. I do hear them. And the words I'm hearing is, he's right at the edge of making contact. So you really are almost there. Continue to be patient. Sounds like there's a vibrational issue. You know, when they come in, they're very powerful. And I think they're holding back full power because they don't want to damage your body's nervous system. So trust their delay is actually for your good, okay? But no, you're not doing anything wrong. I might encourage you to also there's a gemstone called Moldavite. I find this stone to be very, very helpful when it comes to working with aliens. Moldavite really puts you in touch with star people. It's a very high frequency stone. Now, Moldavite sometimes is a little hard to wear every day. So if you wear it and it feels a little over intense, you might only wear it 1 or 2 days a week, or only when you meditate. But Moldavite, it will help you to raise that power, and I think it'll be easier to connect, okay? But you're doing good. Keep going. They recognize you, and they're asking me to tell you, they said the breakthrough's almost there. So you're doing really good, okay? Blessings to you. All right. Dasha. Hello, Dasha. Hi, Bob. Any messages or guidance for me in love and career? You know, Dasha, I have to tell you, I feel in the love area around you right now, you're in a bit of a holding pattern. It's not that you're not wonderful or that people don't love you, but you're doing some inner healing work is what they're telling me. Fletcher's back here, and he said that it's best for you to be very slow right now to jump into a relationship, because you've got some inner healing that you're working on. I think that in terms of relationship, you're going to meet somebody, but I don't see it really until about the beginning of March 2020. So you've got a few months. In this few months, you want to focus on you, how you feel, evaluate past relationships, you know, what was good, what wasn't good. But March shows the new beginning for you. And I see you meeting somebody, and you're at a shopping center. And it looks like you're with some friends, and then there's this person that you end up talking to. And that's where you connect. And it looks like it's literally outside of a There's a restaurant that I'm seeing. It's like a bar, sort of a restaurant type place. And then it looks like there's a bookstore or a stationery store. But this is like a shopping center near you. And that's where you're going to make the connection. In terms of career around you, you've got a lot of orange light, which is artist energy. And I think you want to focus on careers that allow creativity. I see a lot of power around you for like things like fashion or fashion design or photography. Anything in that area is where you'll have a lot of success in. Okay. And I think 2020, there's a lot of energy for you to start walking more fast down, reaching a lot of goals. Because I think that, it's funny, when I step back into 2019, I get this kind of sluggish energy as if things just haven't been working out. And sometimes we go through those periods, so don't let that distract you or make you feel like you're losing. This is just a sign that, the timing has to be present. And I think, as we get into January, everything starts to shift for you. So new year, new beginning. Okay. Yeah, but think of those areas. Okay. Blessings to you. I hope that helps. Thank you so much. All right. Woo, flying down through here. Hold on just a second. Okay. Gav Hines, thank you so much. Gav wrote, don't forget, people, smash the like button and share Bob's vids. Yes, thank you, Gav. I really, I'm still getting harassment from YouTube. They want to shut my channel down. And I don't know if you've been hearing about this, but they're going to start randomly deleting channels that they just don't like. You don't even have to have broken the guidelines. They just will delete you. And I've been notified that I may be deleted. Pray to God not. But I need all of you to please help me. Like this video, favorite, share, because my whole life runs because of YouTube. I can't afford to be shut down. Hi, Buvana Lake. How will my friend's divorce end? Will her husband get what he deserves? Yeah, Buvana, I got to tell you, I feel like in that situation, she's going to come out ahead. But let me give you a warning, and I want you to share this with her. She must not seek vengeance upon him. She actually is a victim of his cruel behavior, but the court will bring the truth out. But if she goes and tries to do something to him or set him up and injure him, she will lose. So she has to literally invoke the higher power. And I would like you to teach her to ask for the spirit to guide her and protect her. And then she'll be just fine. Because I do feel that this husband has been dishonest and abusive. And, there's a balancing coming. But she must not be the one to exact revenge. Let the courts do it. And she just stay in prayer and she'll come through this, okay? I feel like there's going to be a settlement in her favor, probably in terms of timing, not till end of January, beginning of February. But I feel that by February, she's feeling resolved in a lot of this. So there'll be improvement around that time, okay? So have her have patience. And as her friend, really hang with her and keep supporting her, okay? Because she's been through a lot. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Okay. AM Expressed. Hey, AM. Hi, Bob. Do you have any messages that would help my mother on her spiritual journey? Thank you. I think when somebody's on the spiritual journey, we just want to encourage them. I'm doing a class on Saturdays now about mystical traveler, and I think you should study that and share that with your mom, because I feel like she's on a journey where she's discovering how powerful spirit is. And one of the things that you want to do is ask her to call on Archangel Michael, because whenever somebody starts on the spiritual journey, it always seems that there are people that suddenly, I don't know why this happens, but it does, show up in their life to try to sidetrack them. And I feel like your mom is making great progress, but there are forces around her that want to distract her and sidetrack her. So you want to give her a lot to keep her mind focused. So let's see if I've got it here. I don't know where I put it. Hold on just a second. I'm going to get a book I want to show you. This is a book that I'm teaching from called Sylvia Browne's Mystical Traveler. I think you should get this book, and I think your mom should have a copy. You can get this on Amazon or eBay. Just buy a used copy. They're like $2. Wonderful, wonderful book. That will help her understand more about the journey, and it will help you to help her. Okay? So, yes, Sylvia Browne's Mystical Traveler. Hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thanks for your question. All right, Stojans Dezelikov, question. Hey, Psychic Bob, is there a spirit in my house? I think there is. Does he or she need to tell me something? Thank you. You know, Stojans, this is so funny that you asked this, because the other day you gave me a comment on Instagram. It had nothing to do with this. But when I got your comment, I picked up a spirit presence around you, and it was different than Merlin. And I was going to write you, but I've been busy. And I was going to ask you, are you having some sort of paranormal experience? Because I am picking up a spirit around you. I'm getting a woman. It's an older woman. The name around her sounds like it's like Maria. And she's around you. I feel that she died during kind of World War II time period. I'm looking at her clothes. But she was just a kind of a normal, everyday housewife. She wasn't anybody famous or anything. But I feel like she had a husband who passed before her. I think she was a widow. And I think towards the end of her life, she was senile. Because I get the presence like she's just kind of wandering around, almost like bumping into furniture. She may make a little noise like in the middle of the night, knocking stuff over in the kitchen. So yes, I am getting a spirit around you. Now, what I want you to do is to simply talk to her. Call her Maria and say, Maria, your husband's over in the light. She has a husband. The name is, I think it's like a Macedonian name, but I want to call it George. I don't know how you say that in Macedonian, like, George. But I want to say George is the name of her husband. So I want you to tell her George is on the other side, and call in George and say, George, take Maria over. And that way you'll be helping a soul to cross. That's what we call soul rescue work. So this is your first spiritual assignment. You're going to do some soul rescue work. But Maria's her name, and her husband was George or Georgia. If you know this name in Macedonian, it's probably similar. Tell me what it is. George, Georgia. But that's the husband. He's over on the other side. He's trying to get her over. But that's what's going on. Okay. No, she's not dangerous. She's just wandering around. Sometimes that happens. Anyways, I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thank you for your question. Okay, next question. Wicca Whore. Hi, Bob. Do you have any messages for me regarding school? I've always struggled with school, but have been doing good for about a year or two. Lately, I've been struggling like I used to. Yeah. When I step into your frequency, you've got dark blue light around you. This means that you're struggling with some anxiety and depression issues. And I would like you to explore talking to a therapist, not necessarily a psychiatrist, more of a behavioral therapist, because I feel that you have a cycle where there's certain elements that are triggering anxiety and depression. And I don't want to say what that is because I feel it's outside of my area of expertise. I have a sense, but I can tell you it's coming in as depression and anxiety. And with a good therapist, they're going to help you understand what's triggering that, and you'll be able to get back on track. Okay, so I do think you should continue school. I feel that schooling is going to be very vital to you in this next year, and I think you are going to make it through. But it's that clinical condition that needs professional help. Okay, and don't be embarrassed about it. It's just a chemical issue. The therapist may recommend somebody to give you medicines as well. But I always find, my personal belief is, particularly with anxiety issues, that behavioral therapy can really go a long way to helping that. Because if you just take medicines, yeah, that'll balance out some of the chemistry, but you need to understand what's triggering the cycle for it to really heal. So that's why I want you to explore a behavioral therapist and have them help you. You have anxiety and depression, I believe, and I believe a clinical person will diagnose that for you. But I said, after you get this underway, within just a few months, literally, of doing regular therapy and maybe some medications, you're going to get that under control. And I think that you'll see that once we start into, the new year, you're already getting control over that. So I don't think you have to be debilitated long term, okay? I hope that helps a little bit. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. We're flying through the questions here. Okay. Hold on, just up. Someone just went by. I wanted to get. Oh, somebody just donated $5. Let's see who that is. Heart Left in Hawaii. $5. Thank you for your donation. Do you see any energies with me? I try meditation and self-hypnosis to find my spirit guides. Yeah, Heart Left in Hawaii. You have around you right now a little bit of dark blue light, which means that you're feeling a little disconnected from your higher self. I don't see that long term. I think that once we get to the end of this month, if you continue with your meditation, you're going to have a breakthrough. I do pick up around you a few people in spirit. One of them I'm getting is actually a relative here around you. And this is actually on your father's side of the family. And it's I think it's a grandmother on the father's side that I pick up around you. And this woman just keeps saying, she said she was very spiritual when she was alive, and she's coming in to help you be attuned to your spiritual self. I also get around you another spirit guide, and this is somebody who's connected to the Victorian era. There's a man here, and he gives me the name of James, and the last name sounds like Clavers, like Claverston, I'm gonna say Clavers, Clavers, it's James Clavers. And he said that he was a medium during the 1880s in Victorian England. And he says to tell you, he said that you have a gift of mediumship as well. So he's coming in to help you connect. Now, what's really fascinating is once you open that connection, your psychic self's gonna really take off. Okay, so I want you to work with James Clavers. I think that's the name. And maybe he may give you a little different name once you connect, but that's the closest I can get on. And talk to the grandmother on the father's side, okay? But they're going to work with you. And one of the things I want you to do is with your daily meditation, try to do it at the exact same time every day. Okay, the reason why is it allows the spirit people to be more consistent with appearing. So if they know every day at 5 p.m. you're going to sit, they'll be there. Okay, so you sit every day, but only sit for 5 minutes. Don't try to do an hour. See, where most people mess up is they try to do a full hour meditation, and they might do it for a few days and then they slack off. 5 good minutes a day is all you want to do, and you'll get improvement there. Okay, I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Hi, Lynn Trillman. Good to see you, darling. Lynn says, Bob, somebody keeps leaving me dimes. Who is this? Lynn, I'm getting a great, I think this is a grandmother or a great-grandmother around you. I keep getting this on the mom side of the family. Because I'm hearing a woman say, she said, oh, I'm dropping money from heaven. So that's what that is. It's a relative around you. And it's because it's holiday time. And I think when you were a little girl, this relative would give you money all the time, maybe a little envelope or something. And even though you're grown up now, she still thinks of you as a little girl. So that's who it's on the mom's side of the family. I think it's grandmother on the mother's side. Okay. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. All right. Miss Sylvia. Hey, Miss Sylvia. Hey, Bob, any messages from my grandma Eunice? Eunice Johnson / Eunice Wilson from Northumberland, please. Yeah. Doris, do you have anybody back there? For Sylvia, yeah. Miss Sylvia, hold on. I think they're bringing through Eunice Johnson. Okay, I do have Miss Johnson here. Hi, ma'am. She said, she's so excited. She says, oh my gosh, she said, I spilled my drink trying to get over here. She asked me to tell you, she said, I'm having a little sip over here, just a little half pint. I don't know that she drank when she was alive, but she's having a half pint, and she says some good bitter. So she's having a half pint of bitter. She says, a good nothing like a good bitter. And she wants you to know that she's here in the spirit world. She's asking me to tell you, she said, oh, I'm so excited. I spilled my drink to get over here. And she said that she's been coming to see you. And she said, I've been speaking to her at nighttime in the dream. So she's come over to you in some dreams. And she said, I'll give her a further sign. And it looks like next week you're going to get a very vivid dream from her. And she said, tell her, she said, be waiting on me. So she said, they're helping me. And she said that there's a man over there. I want to call him Jack. And she said, I got my friend Jack here. I think Jack was somebody she went to school with when she was younger. And she said, Jack, my old friend Jack's here. He's helping me to learn to move back and forth. So, you might see another person with her. That's who it is, a friend of hers from school, I believe, named Jack, who's with her. But she's going to be coming to you in a very vivid dream. And she says to let you know, don't be afraid, dear. She said, I'm keeping you safe. And she said, nobody's going to be harassing you as long as I'm around. And she said, I'm going to block their attempts to disrupt your life. And she says, it's not right what's happening. And she says, I'm going to sort it out. I tell you, I get a feeling from this woman that she's a powerhouse, okay? But she's here, and she said to call on her. She's a protector, and she said she'll be visiting you. Like, you're going to have very vivid dream. Her and Jack will be coming to visit you. All right. Hope that helps, darling. Blessings to you. Thank you. All right. Funky Prima Donna. Hello, Funky Prima Donna. Bob, any messages about my singing? Keep singing. I say that truly sincerely because you have an artist life theme. When you have an artist life theme, you get to do things a lot of people don't. I had somebody one time come for a reading, and this lady was, she had actually an entrepreneur life theme. And she was developing a business consulting business. She also did singing, but she didn't have an artist theme as her life theme. And she said, say, Bob, I'm going to go maybe give up my consulting business and do singing. I said, no, don't do that. I said, why? She said, why? And I said, because you have an entrepreneur theme. If you build your business, then you'll be successful. And she did have a gift for singing, but it wasn't her life path. With you, it's different because it is your life path. So if you do anything but singing, you're going to have struggle in life. I feel like literally there's a breakthrough in January or February because I literally get somebody offering you a gig. I keep seeing two different things around this. One of them looks like it may be like a singing event, like you're invited to work at a club or some type of public opening or happening. And I think that singing will take off for you. I do feel in your future you will get recognition in the music industry. It may be a little later in 2020 till you actually make connection, but I feel like there's literally a connection from Los Angeles, from Hollywood record industry coming for you. So you want to keep putting yourself out there, okay? Yes, but you're going to start with a local gig. It's like a club where you're singing regularly. And I keep seeing weddings around you. I don't know if you've done anything on wedding singing, but I'm getting that around you as well. So I feel like you are going to pick up, and then 2020, you want to go full steam with it, okay? Hope that helps. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, somebody did Sylvia, Miss Sylvia, £4.99. Thank you, darling. That's so kind of you. I appreciate that. Thank you. God bless you. Okay, next question. Mina Laurie. Hi, Mina. Good to see you, darling. My long distance boyfriend and I broke up, but I don't know if it's really over. Will he contact me again or not? Mina, I don't think it's over. I think there have been struggles on both sides. And I think there's a sense of the distance has been hard. But I don't think it's over. And so you've got some work to do on it. But I do feel like by literally right before Christmas time, he's going to reach out to you. And I think it's worth the effort to try to patch this up. So he will contact you. It's right around Christmas, okay? And I would say if he reaches out, receive it. Because I think what you're going to find is that he's being much more able to talk. See, I pick up around him that he's been in this kind of emotional funk. And it's kind of like he'd get on the phone with you, and it'd be like he'd get anxious and depressed. And part of it is he doesn't feel worthy. I think he's having some self-esteem issues, so it's hard for him to believe that first of all, you love him, and secondly, that you'd wait for him. So he turns everything around and feels like, okay, this isn't going to work. And it's almost like he a little bit self-sabotages rather than embrace this growth period. And I think you want to kind of talk to him about, that you love him, that you'll be loyal, and that he can trust you, and that you're waiting for him. I think he needs a little bit of encouragement in that way. And I think you'll see you're back together. So it's not over. Blessings to you. All right. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, so many messages, guys. Hold on just a second. Ashley Scott, can you tell me why I'm losing my hair? It's been falling out since September. I felt like someone may have put a curse on my hair. Tell me what's going on. Thank you. Ashley, I don't pick up a curse around you, but I am getting exceedingly high stress hormone levels, and your body's having what do they call it? Alopecia, I believe is the name of the thing. And it's connected to stress hormones and also sometimes estrogen imbalance. I want you to see a doctor for hormonal check. It's not just an issue of, you're under a curse. It's nothing like that. It has nothing to do with that. It's literally a medical thing. And one of the things I would encourage you to do is work on doing a daily meditation. At the beginning of this broadcast, we did a meditation. If you start doing daily meditation, what you're going to see is that you start to get bounced back. And that will start also the healing process. I still think you're going to need some hormonal therapy treatment, and I would see a doctor. And if you can find a naturopathic physician, I think that would do you very well, because I think your body's more sensitive than most people's to medicines. And a naturopath would give you like a lower dose or a more holistically based dose of medicine that would work with your system. Okay. So I'd like you to explore that route. No, there's no curse on you, dog. Okay. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. All right. Steph Phantom, any messages from any deceased family members for me? Steph, let me see. I work with my guy Doris back here. Doris, do you have anybody for Steph Phantom? Okay. Yum. Okay. Steph, this may sound weird, and you may not know this person, but I'm getting I believe it's a great uncle here around you. It would be like a grandfather's brother on the father's side. So it would be like your dad's uncle, who would be a great uncle to you. I'm just getting this man back here talking, and he says to tell you, he said, this is what he goes, he said, well, I thought it'd be fun to play Ghost. And he's enjoying the fact that he can come over from the other side. He says, oh, maybe I'll show up at the house and do a haunting. He's just playing with you. He's not going to haunt you. But he is here, and he's asking me to talk to you about healing in the family. He said that he's been visiting with your father as well. And I get the sense that your father's getting some healing as well, that there may have been some distance in the family or some challenge between you and your father, but he's coming in to bring healing and to bring blessing. And what's really cool is this guy, he seems like he's a bit of a jokester on the other side. I don't know if in life he was as much fun as he's become since he's died, because I feel like he's kind of discovered he can have more fun in life, but he's back here. I also hear some names being shouted out, and I'm not sure if this is with him because I'm having a little trouble hearing him, but I hear the name Jim coming in around you, and I also hear Stephen as well. There's a Stephen back here. There's a Jim back here. I'm also getting another name. It sounds like Sarah, and also a Susan, I believe, as well, or a Mary Sue or Mary Sue. I'm not sure I'm getting that correctly. But these are just names that are coming in. I think some of these are relatives, or they may have been friends of the family as well around you. But I picked them up here, back here as well around you. Okay. So you definitely have some people in spirit. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, we just got a $10 donation. Oh, Brianna Brady. Hello, Brianna. Let's see what you write. Bob, I used to see spirits, and lots of them, at the property I lived before I moved here. Why so many there? It's lonely at the new place. LOL. I like my house haunted. Well, you know why they're not there, Brianna? You didn't give them advance notice you were moving. They're still packing. No, seriously, many times what happens with these ghosts, and at your old property, that property was on a ley line because I literally see like a beam of light under the grass. Like you wouldn't see it, but it's an energy current and it crossed right underneath the house. That's why you were having it was on a ley line. And I don't think your new property is strongly situated on a ley line. So it makes it a little more challenging. One of the things you can do though is I do feel like you want to there is actually one spirit that I do pick up on your current property. It's a Native American guide. The name around him, it sounds like silver otter, silver otter. This is a guy, he's like an Indian chief because he shows me his full feathered headdress. And silver otter is a guardian to that area. And so you want to introduce yourself and welcome him to the house. He's literally standing like out in the yard outside the house. So you want to go out and invite him in. I would put a little offerings out on the doorstep or the porch area and let him know those are for him and tell him that you appreciate his guardianship. Many times spirits are very observant of what's going on the earth. And so you can, invite them in. Brianna, I also get around your property Fey energy. And so even though you may not have the traditional spirits like before, Fey are a form of spirit as well. And I feel like I'm getting like little like small fairies. You know how Tinkerbell look now? Let me just clarify, not all fairies look like Tinkerbell, but I am getting some of the smaller type fairies around you. You might literally start seeing like light dashing across the yard. Like you'll say, I know that wasn't a lightning bug. It was like more bright. But that's Fey energy. And I think that's what you're going to start experiencing even more. But you do have this one native guide there, Silver Otter, okay? But start exploring books on Fey magic or working with the Fey. I think you're going to find you develop a real powerful connection with that, okay? I hope that helps. Blessings to you, darling. Thank you so much. All right. Oh my gosh, guys, I don't know where our hour goes. I just flip. All right. Well, I'm going to take one more question and then I got to wrap it up. PsychicBob has more readings tonight. Okay. Oops. Hold on just a second. Apple Goblin. Hey, Apple Goblin. It's your lucky night. Any messages for me? Thank you, Bob. Apple Goblin, I tell you, I'm getting around you what I call an aura that's in motion. It's like literally light spinning around you. That means that the spirit world's picking up power here for you to do some transition. And I feel that in 2020, you're going to have more financial blessing around you. I think you're going to be able to get things going in that money area. And you want to really embrace, be open to change. I don't know if you've been doing something or planning a move of some sort, but I feel like there's an opportunity for a move coming for you. When we get closer to the summer, around June or July, I think there's going to be an opportunity to move. Not that you're being kicked out of your home, but it's more like you have more money and there's an opportunity to move. So be ready for that as well. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. Well, guys, listen, that is all I've got time for tonight. PsychicBob is booked up. I've got more readings tonight to do. Thank you to all of you who've been calling for private sessions. I've so enjoyed it. And for those of you who've been calling for also compact voice readings, you might want to pop over to my website and also check out my books because I'm a published author. If you're looking for holiday gifts for people, you could buy them a compact voice reading or a private session, a full hour reading, or buy them some books. So there are some of my books, Messages from Rose, okay, about my work as a medium, Ouija Mysteries, about my work with the Ouija board, PsychicBob's Book of Spells, magic book, spells for those of you who do Wicca, and PsychicBob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. So all of these are available over at PsychicBob.com. And I hope that you'll pop over there and, check all of this out, okay? But I so enjoy all of you being here. And I am sending my greetings and my blessings to you. Thank you for being here tonight. And I'm sorry, I wish I could stay on here longer, but literally I'm on a schedule. I'm running 12-hour days now, which I love. I love what I do, so I'm not complaining. But I do have to block everything off in time. So this is all I can do for free readings tonight. But if you want more than you got tonight, if you say I want a lot more, you might want to invest in a reading. A private reading, as I said, is a full hour, you and me, one-on-one. If you've ever said, gee, I'd love to sit down, it's like about having them all to myself for a full hour. That's what you get to do in a reading. And we go through everything: past, present, future, spirit guides, messages from deceased loved ones, and I answer all your questions. So all of that in a reading, you'll get a lot from me. But I really appreciate you being here. And so go to my website right down here. I got that right, PsychicBob.com. Also look at my compact voice readings as well as my hour readings. I have 2 styles of reading now, okay? So you can choose. And it's a great Christmas gift for people as well. Thank you, guys. I love you. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wiccan Wednesday. And so we're going to have some fun stuff. Just be here, and we're going to make it happen. Thank you for being here. I love you. We'll see you then. Until tomorrow, may all of you always blessed be.